Okay, so let's break off the Star Wars cycle for a bit on the channel, at least before the new Ahsoka episode comes out, of course. But let's focus on the big man himself, Marvel Studios. So today we're gonna do something I've been really wanting to do for a while, but I haven't found the actual good time to do it. But I think now is a good day. Why not? Woke up inspired. So today we're gonna do a tier list slash ranking slash whatever you want of Marvel Studios Phase 1 of the MCU. So I'm gonna do separate videos for each phase for rankings, tier lists, and everything. And today we're gonna do Marvel Phase 1, which is the first films leading up to the Avengers. So I'm gonna do Phase 1 today, Phase 6. Phase 6, Phase 2 whatever, Phase 3 whatever, you get me. So this video probably is coming out today. I'm gonna try to do Phase 2 probably next week, to give it like a little bit of space. So yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe and click the notification bell to receive notification for I upload a video. And if you guys think you're gonna enjoy the video, leave a like down below. If you guys are enjoying my Ahsoka reactions on the channel, please check out the description and the pin comment for the playlist for Ahsoka reactions on the channel, which I'm going to be adding more as we get new episodes. And I'm going to also try to do reactions to the Loki episodes when they'll release later this year, along with Echo. I forgot Echo was coming out. Yeah. But I'm going to try to do reactions for all of those. So, yeah, let's begin. So, first we're going to have Iron Man, the first Iron Man. So, this is pretty much the start of the MCU.
Honestly, it's impossible.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave! With a box of scraps!
Just to be clear, I'm going to be a bit vague on these thoughts on these films because I haven't watched these films in a while. These films came out from 2008 from 2012 in 2023, and I haven't watched these films in a while. I think the last film I watched like complete was Captain America, maybe. So yeah, let's continue. So Iron Man. Now Iron Man. I'm probably gonna sound a bit biased here, but I think was a really great film. I think he had a great villain, a great origin story. I don't know if it's accurate to the comics, I hope it is, but I really actually read the comics. Yeah, I haven't read the comics, I've only read like videos and stuff, but so I don't know if it's completely accurate, but still. I really did like this film, really do love it to this day. The CGI really does hold up to this day, which is something really good. I really like the villain Obadiah Stane. And I like how the villain is basically the main hero, but bigger, but dumber. Which is pretty much how he defeats him at the end, which is really sick. I really like that final battle, was really cool.
I had a great idea, Tony, but my suit is more advanced in every way.
How'd you solve the icing problem?
Icing problem.
Might want to look into it.
Flashback. End of flashback.
Basically, just seeing Tony trying to use his weapons, but he couldn't because he didn't have them, I guess. But yeah, it's a really solid film, and I guess it's one of the only standalone films in the MCU that really does deserve that S tier. Now let's get onto the shadow of Iron Man. Basically, pretty much, yeah, the shadow, the Incredible Hulk. Now, the Incredible Hulk, I really did like this film, but I haven't watched it in a while. I'm gonna try to do that sometime. I have watched like clips of it lately, but after Abomination showed up in Shang-Chi and She-Hulk, so I really had nostalgia for this film. But yeah, while I do think this film had some jarring issues, like every other movie. I do think it's an enjoyable watch. It's not as bad as anyone says. I do think the Abomination design is truly an abomination. The Hulk design I think is the best, and I don't know if it's a cold take. I really hope it's a cold take, not a hot one. But I think this is the best Hulk has been in the MCU. And with the best of Hulk, I mean, like the raging monster that we all know Hulk to be. Because, let's see, in the Avengers, he was monstrous, but he really wasn't like a beast. I mean, he was a beast, but like Incredible Hulk. And then Avengers Age of Ultron, he started getting, sense getting real low, buddy.
Gotcha. Beat it, midget.
Hey, big guy, the sun's getting real low. Ah, shit, fucker.
Then in in Thor, he pretty much was Hulk for like 2 years and like gained consciousness, which was really weird, kind of. Then in Avengers Infinity War, his ass clapped by Thanos, and then just pretty much gave up, became a pussy. And then in Endgame, he was Professor Hulk and nobody likes him. Now in She-Hulk, he's also Professor Hulk. Nobody likes him. And I really do hope we get to see Beast Hulk sometime, even if the MCU does have like a reboot after Secret Wars. I actually do think that Incredible Hulk is the best Hulk has ever been in terms of raging monster. So the movie is good. I really do like it, but I don't think it reaches the A tier. So I'm gonna put this one at B tier because of nostalgia, and I actually do like the film quite a bit. It's a pleasure. So let's get on to the sequel to Iron Man 2. Now this film is actually kind of like Incredible Hulk. I actually do think it's a good film, a really solid entry, but I don't really think it's as good as the first Iron Man. I really was not a big fan of Whiplash, the main villain of the film. I just never had my interest in him. No, he never really caught me. I actually don't remember what his motivation was, actually. I really did like Justin Hammer in this film, though. He was cool. It was cool to see how the government reacts to the Iron Man, armor or person, whatever, the whole Iron Man thing. How they basically think the Iron Man is a weapon that Tony Stark should, give to the government. So yeah, that's something pretty cool that is not often seen in these projects, and it's really cool to see more aspects of that being superhero is cool, but it also has like its difficulties, its bad things. So it's pretty cool. But I really did like the more introduction to James Rhodes, aka War Machine. In the film is more like War Machine. That fight scene with Tony and Rhodey was really sick. Like when Tony's all down the cups. The glass, whatever. But yeah, it's a really solid entry, but I don't think it reaches the level of the first one. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one at A tier. A tier? B tier. It was also the introduction of Black Widow in the MCU, just remembered. Now let's get on to Thor. Now this is probably like the least watched film, and I really do think it's really underrated of a film. I actually do like different parts of the multiverse being explored in these films. Like in this film we had Asgard, but then we have Wakanda, the whole Chinese representation in Shang-Chi, and I really do hope we get a lot more of that. I really like to see Kunlun, the whole section of Iron Fist, which would be really cool to see in the MCU. We also saw Talokan, aka Atlantis, in Wakanda Forever, but that was pretty sick. But Thor, and let's get back onto Thor. Now, Thor was a really cool film in my opinion. I like to see how Thor was basically this jock, like this arrogant dude who thought he was, that guy. But then he had his powers taken away by his father, Odin, played by the great Anthony Hopkins, and then he learned that he was not what he thought he was and lost his worthiness, I guess. That scene where he started to get his hammer back was really sick in my opinion. And that scene with Destroyer was also really cool. Yeah, Destroyer beat ass in this film. I have to watch. Well, I need to watch these films back. I'm getting way too nostalgic just talking about these. But yeah, I think Loki was the main villain of this film, which pretty much started the whole fake death thing with Loki until Infinity War when he had his neck snapped like a glow stick, basically. So is really underrated. I think a solid entry, but still it doesn't reach the A tier. So yeah. Now let's get onto the first Captain America film, and Captain America is honestly one of my favorite Avengers. I think it might be my favorite. One of my favorites. If it's just the main three, I think is my favorite maybe. But yeah. Now, Captain America. As I said before, I like when these MCU films take part in other times and other places. And this film was not only set in another place, it was set in another time. It was I think a period piece, I think is the name of it, when a movie set in another time. And this film was set basically in the origin of Captain America when he was a scrawny little kid? Adult? I don't know. Then he became the Super Bowl buff Chris Evans during World War II. And yeah, really good film in my opinion. I don't know if it's like that for everyone, but I really did like Red Skull in this film. And I'm glad he was brought back for Infinity War, which I'm going to talk about later in the series, I guess. And I'm definitely going to create a playlist for that. I don't know how many phases the MCU will have. For now, we have 5. Then we have 6. With Secret Wars, then we see what's coming after, which is probably the mutant thing. But still, I really did like this film. It really just has a solid place in my heart, which I really don't know how to explain it. But I really did like it. I think this is probably the best Captain America film in terms of suits. I think this film has the best Captain America suit in the MCU. Look at this thing. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? I think Cap really should have kept this suit or gotten a more modern version of it instead of the whatever was in that first Avengers film, which really sucked in my opinion. The helmet looked really weird, but the rest of the MCU suits were really cool. But I really didn't like the muted down colors. The suit in Endgame was really cool though, not gonna lie. But yeah, Captain America: The First Avenger, I'm gonna give an A. A for Avenger. Now let's get on to the last one in the first big crossover film in the MCU, The Avengers. Now, having that all Joss Whedon stuff all aside, I really do think this is a great film and a really good setup for what Avengers will be in the rest of the MCU. It's cool to see how the team is united at the end and at the start, basically, but it's good to see how each of the Avengers have their own set of differences, besides Hawkeye, because it was really unexplored in the MCU. I think Hawkeye wasn't the only one who wasn't really given the spotlight in this film. Besides in the final battle, he was gonna be given a lot of cool stuff back there. I really like how the Avengers dynamics. I really like the banter between Cap and Tony, which was really sick. That scene where Tony tells Steve that everything he is came out of a bottle was really good stuff. I really do like to see when heroes are in the same side but still have their differences that have to set apart.
Big man in a suit of armor.
take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
I know guys with none of that worth 10 of you. I've seen the footage. The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play, to lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
I think I would just cut the wire.
Always a way out. You know, you may not be a threat, but you better stop pretending to be a hero.
A hero? Like you? You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
The difference with, like the battle between those two eventually leads up to Civil War, which is also like a big thing. So yeah, but still, this is a really solid entry. Once again, the characters were like really cool, not at their max though. I think Hulk really could have used a lot of more raging Hulk, but that scene with Thor was like pretty badass. But still, yeah. So to the Avengers, I'm gonna give an A tier. I really do think this movie is really good, but I don't think it reaches the S tier, which will be the spot for future Avengers films that we're gonna talk about later on. But still, who knows? Maybe in 10 years we'll probably be back here, talking about new Avengers films, with the main character, maybe new Thor, new whole films with different actors. If the Secret Wars, reboots the whole MCU, but still. I'm going to try to do a video on how the Secret Wars could reboot the MCU, which I think would be a really solid idea, which will probably give like a video of 30 minutes, but I'm too lazy to edit that. But anyway, this is my tier list so far of the MCU. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment below if you guys agree with this list. I mean, looks pretty good to me, but still, you can click the notification bell down below to receive notifications when I upload videos, especially the Ahsoka reactions and the Phase 2 video. So I'm Janelle, peace out, take care.